I know how you must feel. Lost, alone, hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to Layers of Fear. I am your host of Palmer Gaming. And you may be wondering, what are we doing back here? We've already completed this game. Well, here's the thing. I just wanted to do a quick little wrap-up video, kinda explaining what I think happened in the story, and everything that went on in the family of this house. I'll do my best to explain that all, and as short of time as possible. And also, now is your time. If you're interested in this game at all, please, and have not watched me play through it, or have not played through it yourself, please stop watching this video right now, because I'm going to unleash a wave of spoilers here. Alright, let's begin. So what I think happened is, obviously, we were a fantastic painter at one point. There are all sorts of letters and stuff that lead us to conclude that. One of them being right here. Some even compared us to Leonardo da Vinci. We were a fantastic painter, very successful. Being successful enough to afford a house like this. But then something went wrong. We started going into a slouch, a creative slump, and none of our work was selling anymore. We started drinking more to try and get more, trying to deal with it and things like that, but things slowly went downhill. At one point, there was an accident with our wife. There was a fire, and she was caught in it. And that horribly disfigured her and definitely injured her. Not only externally, obviously, but also internally. She was never quite the same after that. Around this time, we are starting to deal with forms of psychosis, schizophrenia. We think rats are crawling around inside of us. We're hearing rats everywhere. We're starting to go a little mad ourselves. We also, ourselves, have a prosthetic leg, and so that is assumed to have happened maybe in wartime or something like that, because we do have a bunch of medals around the house to hint that we were at war at some point. Now, after our wife got disfigured from the fire, she kept coming back to one painting of herself that we had done of her. And she kept talking to it, getting more and more upset as we go, and very jealous of it, of the way she used to look versus the way she now looks. And so she eventually got so overwhelmed that she killed herself. And keep in mind, we have a 5-year-old daughter at this point in time. But yeah, she killed herself, and it was assumed to be of a gunshot wound. And so, with our daughter, we buried our wife. And things only got worse from there. Tragedy was definitely not done with us yet. After that, we started drinking a lot more. We missed our child's birthdays. We locked ourselves up in our art workshop right here constantly. We hired a housemaid at some point. And I think this may have been after the wife had died. And we constantly abuse and yell at them, leaving. It doesn't seem we even communicate with them much. We just passive aggressively write notes back and forth to each other. And slowly but surely we were sinking more and more into psychosis, and you can't imagine that's a great environment to raise a 5-year-old daughter. And eventually we noticed that one morning the daughter is taking a suspiciously long time in the bathroom, and we struggle to open up the door only to find out that our daughter had also killed herself, laying in a bathtub, blood everywhere, and a bloody knife left on the sink for us to find. And so now we are now left all alone, completely lost, not sure what to do. Our family has abandoned us, no longer want to be with us. But the one thing that keeps us going on is one letter from our late wife, saying that we need to complete the one thing that is truly important to us. The final painting of our career, the one that will keep us going, something that truly matters to us. And so that's what we do. But with our recent descent into madness, we use the body parts of our fallen loved ones. We use their skin for canvas. We use blood for paint. We use bone for white backdrop. We use hair for a brush. We use finger for the final touches, as we put it. And then we use their eye as a witness to our creation, and we immortalize ourselves. We make our best work we've ever made, a self-portrait of us that will live on in museums forever. So we will always be remembered throughout time, even after we pass on. Now imagine, after that painting happens, we ourselves don't last much longer. As we have completed the one task. As we have completed the one task we were meant to, one that had kept us driving forward. We finished it. And really, that's what I've decided as my interpretation of the story. And I know there's several endings, multiple different ways to see this story, and it could have ended several different ways, and perhaps things I say aren't exactly truthful to how events actually transpired, but this is my theory, how I am choosing to interpret everything that we've seen so far. And hopefully it makes a little bit of sense as we played through this. But yeah, it has been an interesting journey. I just want to thank you all again for joining me, and hope you all have a good one, because this has been Layers of Fear, and I, of course, am Palmer Gaming. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.